Let's cover how to use AI art when it comes to marketing, the things to consider. Let's talk about, first of all, the product. When you are using AI for art, you want to consider the context of its use. Consider the marketing framework. It's key, the context of its use. So for instance, if you sell bottled water, you want to make sure that your prompt has bottled water in it, if that makes sense. If you're selling anything that's physical, you want to make sure that in some sort of way, your physical product is in your art and you are including it in your prompt. That's very important. If it's not there, at least you should make sure that when you're editing it, you are going to add the product in there. Do not get lost in the AI art without remembering what your strategy is. So if you're selling things, if you're any product that you're selling, you want to make sure that the AI art can do that and you know how to always do that because that's your main product that you want to sell. Very important. There's no point in creating AI art and you have a product that you want to sell, but the product is really not in the image, if you get what I mean. So always consider that. How do I incorporate this product into this AI art tool for the mission that we want to achieve? The next one is service, context of experiencing the service. Very important because in the service part, there's a likelihood that you might not have an actual product because you're performing a service, but then you have to include the experience. So let's say you are selling vacation, which is an experience. Of course, your AI art has to incorporate elements of vacation, the vibes of vacation, how people feel when they're on vacation. So the context of experiencing the service is very important when it comes to creating AI art for a service. So you think of anytime somebody uses my insurance, what do they get? Safety? Awesome. How can I incorporate art, AI art that emphasizes safety and assurance? That means the person, maybe you're going to put somebody there who's going to just have a safe face, an assured look. You know what I mean? It's just important that you factor in the experience when you are creating AI art for a service. So again, see, the product and service, very different because the product, you have a physical product that you can show. The service is an experience. Next thing is the platform. The dimensions and the templates. This will make life very easy for you and make you efficient. There is no point in going to create AI art that's 10 by 10 and you get there and it says they can only take 5 by 5. You see what I mean? So it's important that you use the templates because it could get very frustrating after you've spent so much time designing this art piece and you realize now it's not going to work on Instagram because it's too big or it's too small. So when you're using these platforms, the good thing is they have templates. A lot of them have templates, but you might have a tendency to get carried away. It's happened to me many times where I'm just designing, I render it and it's time to upload it and it's like, nope, not the right size. I've even done it at times where they tell you this is the right size and you still render it and it's still wrong. So it's very important, very, very important that you consider that if your post is going on Facebook, this is what they allow you to do for a cover photo and an image, and that when you're creating your art, you factor that in. Creativity, expressions and descriptions instead of tone and written. So you think about it, when we covered prompt engineering, we had the tone, get the tone captivating. I mean, keep it captivating, fun, exciting. When it comes to AI art, it's about the expressions and the descriptions. So again, show somebody who's happy, show somebody who's sad, show somebody who's frustrated at where, somebody who's frustrated at a hospital, somebody who's happy on vacation. You see that? And so we're not saying captivating in this instance, that you see the difference between AI written content for your prompts and AI marketing art prompts. So it's very, very important that you consider all these things. This is probably one of the most important slides in this whole training when it comes to AI art. Next is beware of likeness and copyrights. AI is really new. We are just in new territories right now. And so you want to make sure that, especially if you're doing stuff for clients and you don't want any legal issues, be mindful of copyrights and using other people's stuff. I just don't know. We just don't know where things are going to go. So it's very important that you consider this, consider the copyrights and the likeness. The beautiful thing again is don't forget that you have the opportunity for your imaginations to run wild. So there's just so much that you could do that you don't probably even need people's likeness in this instance, because what you could do is limitless. So why do I then need to go actually use somebody else's stock footage or stock picture, when I could create mine here? That there's just no point. So it's very, very important that you consider these 5 items when you're creating your AI art, and then you will totally, first of all, be efficient and lessen your frustrations. Let's move on to the next. And here are examples. Again, as we've stated over here, your product and your service, we'll give you an example here. So product, context of its use. This is a product. Create an image of a smiling man and a woman jogging with a bottle in hand midday at a park with birds flying in the background and other people jogging in the background. Now we would say the bottle in this instance is the product. Now, let's go to service, which is context of experience. Create an image of a couple on a cruise vacation with the ocean in the background, having dinner with a band playing behind them. See that? So be descriptive with intent and brand. Example for brand colors. If logo is blue and red, use blue suit and red tie. You see what I mean? So you have the opportunity to incorporate your brand elements, your brand color. You have opportunities to incorporate so many things about your work, your logo, all that stuff. You can always find ways to put them in here.